I mean, I'm basically on time, right? How's it going, guys? Brad, Adam, what's going on? How are we doing today? Hope you're both well. Hey, hey. I've been playing with custom textures pretty much all afternoon, so that's fun. Definitely be playing with them a little bit later. You guys tried them out yet? Brad, it's worth it. Oh, forgot to start my timer. Five minutes on the clock, just for people to roll on in. Looks like my internet is stable today. How we sound? Let me know if the audio is A-okay. Should be. Everything looks good on my end. I should probably post stuff in Discord, I guess. Going pretty hyperactive at the moment, but managing it. I'm glad you're managing it. A-okay on the audio, thank you. Restating, mine says 5 minutes to go. No worries, no worries. I'm just posting stuff on Discord. Give me a minute here. Alright, I think we're good. Who we got? Canyon Tiger. Good morning from Nebraska. Good morning from Australia. It is very much evening here, but that's fine. Adam, you're about 5 seconds behind live. That's alright. That's alright. I think that's pretty normal. Yeah. It happens. What do we got? 1:40 left? Perfect timing. I don't know anything right now, so these problems. It's just completely drained me on me today. Yeah, it'll do that sometimes. It will absolutely do that sometimes. I've been feeling that for like the last 2 weeks, but what's your problem? What have you been working on, Brad? You guys excited to use some custom textures today? I am. I definitely am. Formula 1 track in CS1. That sounds interesting. That's interesting. I really should just jump back into CS1 at some point. It's a good game. I just can't get over how ugly the UI is. You're excited to see the textures? I'm excited to show you. Everyone ready? Starting in 1 second. Starting now. That was a terrible countdown on my end. And there we go. There's the game. This is where we left off last time. In case you missed it, we built this nice little waterfall-y type lakey thing up in the mountains. Well, in a little hill area. I think it turned out pretty well. We also added another little farm up there. Today, I'm thinking we try and detail a bunch of this shoreline, make it blend in. The CS1 UI is the main thing. Stop me watching CS1 streams. Yeah, it's gross. Especially once you add like a bunch of mods and you've got like 3 rows of icons down the bottom and they're massive and it's just, yeah, it's not ideal. That's gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. We can do even better now that we have some textures. You guys just want me to show you? I can just show you straight off the bat because I think they're really cool. So let's just get a generally flat area here. Obviously we have Sully's textures in here because they are beautiful, but I've tried making a couple of my own. So we have, I'll show you the wet sandy one first because I think that's pretty cool. We have a base here. This is like the average normal texture. And it's just like a rocky, sandy, that's the wrong texture. That's not the, that's Sully's. Ignore that. Everyone knows Sully's. If you haven't seen Sully's textures yet, then you're missing out. This is the one I made. So it's just like a sandy, rocky beach type thing, right? Then we have in here we have a dark version. So this would be basically like where it's wet on the shoreline. We have that, which is a bit wetter, and then we have a slightly lighter version. From wet to slightly wet to dry. And then we go into ground and we grab the thick one, which starts to get a little bit more grassy, a little bit more faded on the edges. And then honestly my favorite one out of the whole bunch is the thin one, which just works on its own really. It's basically just like a rocky texture. It's great for forest areas. You grab some trees. You just throw down a bunch of trees here. You can see how that can look really good. Pretty happy with it, to be completely honest with you. I like it. So that's one of the textures I made. Dark to less dark, to light, to grassy, to full grass, with just the rocks. It's a little bit repetitive, but that's fine. Once you add some more detail onto that, it'll be absolutely okay. I also very briefly started making this. Yummo, yeah. This is like a forest floor texture. And again, it's a little bit repetitive, but once you add some trees, as we do, variety of trees, that might be a bit better. get this nice little forest floor vibes rather than just full grass. Haven't really done like that. I literally put that together with Photoshop's generative AI in like 3 minutes, but that's that one. And we also have one more. In tiles, rocky texture. Are these extra textures available somewhere? They are not yet. Sully has his available on his Discord if you want to go check that out. I literally made these today, so they're not available anywhere yet. But I might make them available if you guys want them. And then I just have a nice little rocky texture. So we've got our dark version, and then 2 is our slightly lighter version. And they do have a little bit of transparency on them, so this should probably actually be out here. And then we're looking at number 3. A little bit lighter again. And then 4. And 5. That's my rocky ground texture. And again, we can sort of do the same thing where this is like the water's edge if we wanted to, or we can just use them for the colors that they are, but they get a little bit more transparent as you go along. So this one has a little bit more grass, this one's like full rock. Yeah, I think they're going to be really cool to use, and I can't wait till some people that are more talented than me build some stuff with them. Because, I mean, I can sort of do stuff, but I'm not the best at it. So it'll be really cool to see when people get their hands on the tools. Especially with, I hear good things about the next release of extra landscaping tools. Apparently there's some cool stuff coming that I don't know what it is, but apparently it's really cool. So Sully said it was cool, so I assume it is going to be cool. How would that be made available, ported into the game? Is that something that might be added to the surface tool or map texture mod? Yes. So when Extra Landscaping Tools 3 comes out, they'll be able to be put on the Thunderstore, and you can just download them from there. At the moment, you have to put them in a specialized folder in the mods folder. So the only way you can share them at the moment is through Google Drive or whatever. Underestimating your ability. I appreciate that. I mean, I didn't actually make the textures except for that forest floor one. I mean, that was Photoshop's AI as well, but they're just online textures that I downloaded. So that is that. But we're not starting with textures today. Well, we might, but we're not starting on the shoreline today. Instead, I want to look up at this area here. Let me get this up. I want to put a nice little orchard in this area. We've got 2 farms already, and I said in the last stream that we're basically going to do like 1 farm an episode. So I'm thinking of putting a nice little orchard up in this area here. Just some like nice little apple orchard or something like that. Fairly decently sized one. And then we might even make it a forestry area, or we might just leave it. I don't think I will actually. I think we'll just leave it as a pretty looking thing. It won't actually work. Having great aesthetics is a huge part of the work. I appreciate that. Yeah, it should be in the next few weeks as far as I've heard, but I don't have any confirmation on stuff like that. So that is what is happening with that. But yeah, so I want to work on a little orchard. Little orchard up here. And I might detail this to make this more of a break, because we do have like some landscape stuff going on up here. Maybe we make this into a little bit more of a rocky terrain, and then an orchard in this little part here. What I want to do is I would like to just give myself a line that I can work to. So I might just use a pedestrian path to do that. This doesn't have to be accurate, just enough to sort of tell me where this cliff starts to raise up so we can have this orchard be completely flat. And this will disappear later. Something like that, just so that we can see where that is when we don't have the thing on. This is where I want my orchard to be. Where are we? Modding public beta is in 2 to 3 weeks, so I assume the next update on mods will come shortly after. I mean, yeah, but these are thunderstorm mods, so who knows if they'll be how transferable they'll be. No one really knows what's happening with the actual Paradox mods just yet. Brad, thank you for shouting out the Discord. If you are not in the Discord, there is now a link in chat, so go check that out. And you're right, Adam, if only we could make a rice farm up on the hill, that would be lovely. We could try and do something. I don't actually know what rice farms look like. We could have a look and try, but I want to get this orchard done for right now. So, start off, just clear out the trees that are here, because I don't need them. We'll be obviously adding our own orchard trees. Just want to be careful not to delete any of these bushes in the process. Might just use a smaller brush. My game seems to be lagging a little bit today too, so I don't know what that's about, but we'll figure it out. We didn't see Paradox works, yeah, exactly. They did not release a word of the week this week and said that it'll be back next week with an update on modding, so my hopes aren't high that it's going to be coming out in the next 2 to 4 weeks, but hopefully it does. And hopefully it's good. You know? You just never know. What are these? These are Alpes. We need one more of them in here. Alder, where is Alder? There I need somewhere. Am I on the wrong region? Yes. There it is. Accidentally deleted that, and we also got rid of one of these bushes, which is a wild bush 2. Alright. Maybe researching rice farming inspo can happen before the next stream. I could definitely do that. I could do that. Eldemetrius, good morning from the Netherlands and chatting live from the office. Thank you for joining me at work. It always makes me happy when people are slacking off at their office jobs. Welcome back. Welcome back. Alright, how do we want to start this? I'm thinking to start this off, I want to use a signature building. And I think I want to use the the NA low residential, because I don't actually have these unlocked yet, but that's right. We'll just pretend. I think I wanted to use this one. I think this looks like a cool little orchard house. And we could have these driveways line up, but I think I would prefer, actually, let's have it come off this road here. There. And the good thing about these signature buildings too is they don't upgrade, as far as I can tell. So we can mess around with the surfaces and stuff as well. Bonus points for also slacking off in the Twitch if you can. Absolutely. Exclamation mark Twitch for the Twitch link. You guys want to join over there as well. I love to be inspired instead of working on stuff. Absolutely. Alright, so we probably should get a road out here first, shouldn't we? Before we start talking too much about stuff. I think I want to do maybe another one of those round ones. Straight to the road from there. Signature buildings are level 5 equivalents of their related zones. Oh, I see, yeah. I actually don't care about the level of the building, I just don't want it to upgrade and change over time. That's the main reason I mentioned that. But I appreciate the info. Let's grab Bulldozer, target servers. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And the rest of it's fine. I don't mind this texture. I mean, we could change it, but then it'll be at a funny angle. I also quite like this texture. Oh, it's not a texture. That's an asset, but it is pretty nice. So there we go. We just have grass now. Let's grab ourselves surfaces. And I'm thinking for this... Well, firstly, we should probably get our landscaping tools and change the age of the trees in this building to be a mix, just to grow them up a little bit. I really wish we could get rid of this fence as well, but we can't, so that it just is what it is. But then, let's have a look and see which texture we want to use in here. I'm thinking we might just use the thin, wet, sandy rocks. Right along here. Not sure how this is going to look yet, and we don't yet have a tool to just change the texture, which is annoying. That is, I think, coming in the next version as well, where you can just literally click on the texture and change it to another one. That'll be really handy instead of having to redraw it every single time. Now, doesn't that just add so much more character? Did I use the thin one or the thick one? Yeah. Okay, cool. That's the one I wanted to use. Just immediately more texture. Way ahead of you, Streamlight Bot. Yeah, you're always ahead of the bot, Brad. That's why we love you. Learning stuff, didn't know half of this was possible. That's right, that's right. If you haven't already, go and check out Sully because he's insane. I wonder if we'll get a mod that can grab an existing fence network and edit it like a resource polygon. I hope so. I just want to be able to get rid of this fence. It doesn't need to be there. It serves no purpose, as far as I'm concerned. But that is what it is. Next, I want to do a nice little bit of detailing in this quote-unquote roundabout. So, let's grab our surfaces. And I'm thinking we might actually use the forest floor in here. This doesn't have to be accurate, because the road will cover up any misclicks. Forest floor. And we grab our trees, and I'm thinking a bunch of spruce. Smaller spruces. Maybe a baby oak. 2. Maybe a baby oak. Or like a bush, really. That's right. Need to watch some Sully stuff. Elastic time. Yeah, me too. Busy period. Been busy fixing my CS1 save. That's always a fun. Is that a flower texture? It is a what I'm calling a forest floor texture. So it's basically just like a bunch of like rocks and leaves and stuff. Spruce are pretty huge for an entryway. Yeah, I think maybe you're right. And I think instead of getting rid of all of them, I think we get rid of those. That way when you're coming in, that's your view. I quite like that. Having the spruce on either side. And then we can do some lower stuff in the middle there. Maybe a fountain. Another fountain, because I've already got one fountain there. What's the smallest thing you get? Small pines that are pretty small. These little baby spruce are pretty cute. Sightlines for the wind, exactly. I mean, we could just do like a bunch of flowers. That's pretty cute. I don't mind that. Sort of blends in with that texture too, which is nice. Well, they still look manicured or like planned, but not necessarily something that would have to be looked after. Like it would just be allowed to grow naturally. Need at least one apple tree so you don't have to open the door on Halloween and they can just grab an apple on their way out. Wonder if one of those retaining wall assets could work here. What were they called again? I forgot. If you could remind me, that would be great. They can have an apple tree in their front garden. Right there. Let's grab some... How big are boulders here? That's... yeah, that sort of works. Let's break this up a little bit more. My thing disconnected. Pillar horizontal. Thank you. And my game just crashed. So that's fun. Cool. Let me relaunch and see when our last autosave was. I don't know why that happened. Just completely quit out. Relaunch here real quick. Hopefully we didn't lose too much. I mean, we hadn't done that much, so most of that was just me showing you how the new textures work. Gotta grab coffee quick then. Go, go, go. We're loading. I don't know why you guys can't see me yet though. That is a great point, Brad. It is a very nice chance to like the stream if you haven't already. I noticed we have 7 viewers over here and only 2 likes on the video, so go down there, hit that like button. It really helps more people find the stream. Ah, looks like we didn't lose much at all. Thank you, Brad. Thank you for the reminder. Even I forget sometimes. All right. Was it because I placed an apple tree on their front yard? We lost the rocks, but that's fine. Turn Anarchy back on. I feel like we can't have a signature building without rocks, right? It's just not possible. Yeah, that looks silly. Back there. Maybe we'll give them 2. That looks better. Thanks, autosave. Yeah, I can't believe that autosave is not enabled by default in this game. It makes no sense to me. What are we looking for? Horizontal pillar, horizontal. Yeah. I can see that working. What else we got? There's so many of them. Oh, I don't mind the round ones. Actually, let's do bring the shorter ones. What, short and narrow, please? Is there any more? Subway, nope. Train, nope. I think I want the pedestrian ones. Like, they're just so large. What, smaller than that? Like lower. I don't know if this is going to work the way that I want, but we could maybe just have one in the middle. It's like a centerpiece thing. I can't get it straight, but you'll be able to tell once this is off. Wow, maybe you can. Maybe you can. Where is straight? I think that's straight. It's the wrong one, but I think it's straight. So glad you didn't have to say something about those boulders in the front yard. Yeah. It was the default, but they changed it initially as it was crashing games. What was default? Sorry. Oh, it was default, the autosave thing, right? Yeah, that is what you want in an autosave. Something that will crash your game for you. I don't think I like this. I think it's too big. I think it's too big. I'm not sure what I want there, but I don't think it's that. Is there anything else in horizontal? Please. That's not what I want either. I don't know exactly what it is that I want, but maybe a log. No, that's not what I want either. It was a good thought, but this isn't either the time nor the place for that pillar. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I sort of want like a little camp area here or something, like a fire pit or... How do you turn these on again? Someone told me. Gameplay. Show markers. Was that it? Can't place it with that. Maybe this. Little campfire vibes with. Don't need a fire escape, but it's cool to know that they're in there. Shelter. We're getting somewhere. Wouldn't mind a firewood shelter here, maybe. Right, we're getting somewhere. And then I want some... I wish these logs were smaller. I wish there was a way less long version of these. They're all so long. This one a nice short half log. Log 8's not bad. I don't think it's what I want. No, it's not. It's definitely not what I want. Can we get like a stump? No. Does anyone know if there's a stump or something like that that we could use in this area? Just as like seats for around this that aren't camp chairs. Oh, these will work. These will work. That's sort of the vibes I wanted. And what do we got in here? Little shelter thing? Campsite, yeah. Question is, I think I prefer this one. I think this needs to be more rustic. The table set panda is cool. Yeah, the tables are kind of cool. Oh, that one's interesting, but I don't like it. I think these need to be like over here. I think just one is fine. And then I know there's seats, chairs. I don't know why it keeps giving me that. Like that's definitely a chair that could be out here. So is that. I don't like that one. Or that could definitely be out here too. I know there is like a camp chair here somewhere. Thought there was anyway. Maybe it's named something else. I swore there was like a linen, like a fabric chair, like one of those folding ones. So close to being right. This one's in the wrong spot, isn't it? I'll come back to that. I want to find this chair. I can't remember where I saw it. Under table? No, it wouldn't have been under table. Feet? No. Hammock? I didn't know you could get a hammock. That's a bit fancy, but don't think it fits here. I think a hammock could definitely fit in this person's backyard though. By the pool, if I could only put it up there. We could definitely put one this way though. It's like out by the shed. That door. Why is the door got to be there? That's unfortunate. Well, I guess we could attach it to the fence. That doesn't really make sense. I know it's freestanding, but I don't know. We just have it freestanding out here. It's fine. I don't think I'm going to be able to find this chair. Oh my god, it crashed again. Outdoor, give any useful search results? I don't think so. But I can give it a go once my game loads again. I don't know what is going on. This is not boding well for the game right now. Or the stream. I don't know what's causing my crashes. I'm not doing anything different than I normally would, and the game hasn't updated. Crashy Panda? Exactly. Might be the texture replacer? Certainly not useful in the crash state. I don't think it's the texture replacer. You had to remove it? Do you mean the extra landscaping tools textures or the map replacer? The map texture replacer.